All right, today we are going on a journey. We're heading deep beneath the mountains of western Iran to explore one of the planet's most incredible natural wonders. This is Ali Sadr Cave, a world that's been hidden for millions and millions of years.
You know, people who've been there say it's like visiting another planet. This quote from a visitor, I think, just captures it perfectly. It sets the stage for the sense of awe we're about to dive into, a world hidden from sight for eons. So, before we head down, let's just get our bearings. We're way up in the Zagros Mountains, more than 2,000 meters above sea level. And the place we're going, it's not just any old cave. Oh no, this is the world's largest water cave that you can actually travel through by boat. Now, I want you to picture the world above ground. Think of a rugged, almost desert-like landscape, carved out by the sun and the wind. It's beautiful, for sure, but it's also pretty stark. And that makes the world we're about to step into even more amazing by comparison. And that contrast, it just hits you immediately. Outside, you've got seasons, wind, changing temperatures. But the second you step inside, you enter this whole new realm of absolute constancy. The air is perfectly still, it's cool, and it's a kind of darkness that hasn't changed for thousands of years.
Okay, so here we do. We're leaving that familiar world behind. As you walk down into the entrance, all the noise and the heat from the surface just evaporates. And it's replaced by this deep, cool silence.
And this, right here, is where the real magic happens. You see, you don't hike through Ali Sadr, you float. You actually board a little pedal boat from an underground dock, getting ready to just glide across this silent, glassy lake, deep inside the earth.
This really is the heart of the whole experience. A voyage through this chain of massive, water-filled chambers that haven't seen the sun in, well, millions of years. The water here is just, well, it's astonishingly clear. With just a simple light, you can see all the way to the bottom, sometimes up to 10 meters down. And because the surface is so calm, the reflections are perfect, making the massive caverns look twice as tall as they actually are.
And speaking of tall, the scale is just immense. I mean, in the biggest chambers, the ceiling soars up to 54 meters above you. To give you some perspective, that's like floating through a cathedral that's as tall as an 18-story building, all of it carved by nature deep, deep underground.
And the cave system itself is just vast. So far, expeditions have mapped out over 11 kilometers of these water canals, and what you see on the tour is just a small piece of that. Just imagine what secrets the rest of this labyrinth must hold.
Gliding through here feels like you're in a natural art gallery. For millions of years, water has been dripping, sculpting these incredible formations. They're painted in this amazing array of colors, reds, purples, even blues, all from tiny traces of minerals. The guides have even given them fun names like Eagle's Claw, based on what they look like.
But Ali Sadr is so much more than just a beautiful sight. It's a time capsule. The story of our planet is literally written on these walls.
The time scale we're talking about here is just staggering. The limestone itself started forming way back in the Jurassic period, when dinosaurs were roaming the Earth. Fast forward a few hundred million years, and about 12,000 years ago, our own ancestors were using this place for shelter, leaving behind tools and even art. The ancient Persians knew about it, but then, somehow, it was lost to memory for centuries, only to be rediscovered by some mountaineers in 1963.
So we've covered the what and the when. But how did this incredible underground world even come to be? What makes it so unique? Well, the science behind it is just as cool as the view. It all comes down to a process with a fancy name, karstification. Basically, for millions and millions of years, rainwater, which is slightly acidic, seeped into the ground. Drop by drop, it slowly dissolved the limestone rock, carving out this unbelievable network of tunnels and giant rooms. But what makes Ali Sadr a true geological treasure are these incredible facts. The place is unbelievably stable. The air is so pure and so utterly still that a candle flame wouldn't even flicker. And in this isolated world, life found a way. The only creature known to live here is a tiny, blind crustacean that has adapted perfectly to living in total darkness. So because of its one-of-a-kind geology, its huge scale, and all that human history, Ali Sadr is recognized as a place that's, incredibly valuable to the whole world. It's actually on the list to potentially become a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which would mean protecting it for all future generations.
This voyage takes us through 190 million years of history, into a world of almost surreal beauty and absolute calm. It's a powerful reminder that our planet still holds these incredible secrets. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing worlds are still just waiting to be discovered, right beneath our feet?